Hey guys, it's Jacqueline with Stage Right Secrets, and I'm here with Lauren. How are you?
Hello, I'm doing so good. How are you?
Good. How's your day today at Immerse?
Oh my goodness, it's been super special. We just chatted about it. This morning's worship was so special. It was just simple and sweet and refreshing, and I just had a great time meeting people backstage and praying with people. It's been so good.
And do you have a favorite moment with a fan that you've had? Because I know you meet fans and you pray with them and you meet everyone pretty much. Do you have like a one standout moment?
There's many standout moments. You can pick 500. But one happened the other day that I thought was so special. This mom came up to me and she said, I have to tell you something. And I said, what? She said, I met you at a show while you were on tour, and my daughter was sick. She had 2 tumors on her brain, and you told her, don't worry, the Lord's going to heal you. Don't be afraid. And she said, as a mother, I was really angry with you, because who are you to come and tell my daughter that she would be healed? What if it didn't happen? And how do you know our story? And I just sat there and I was like, wow. And she said, but I have to apologize to you. And I said, really? And she said, because I am blown away about what God has done. We went to the hospital shortly after that and told the doctors, we're standing in faith, we're praying about this, we believe God's going to move. And, they kind of were resistant against us in that. And she said, but we just had to stand firm. And to this day, my daughter has no tumors. She's in remission and is walking out the steps free and clear. So those kind of stories don't get old when you just see the hand of God move in someone's life,
That is so amazing. Did you get a chance to meet her yet or no?
I haven't met the daughter, but I re-met the mom and the brother, so it was really sweet.
That's so amazing. Okay, and for new fans that haven't had the chance to listen to your music, that might be living under a rock, we could say, because you're blowing up, but what song would you suggest that they listen to first?
Oh, man. I would say listen to How Can It Be first. It was one of the ones that just started the journey for me. It has a lot of deep meanings for me, but I feel like it sets off the tone of the record in the sense of God's grace to come and just pour over any situation or anything that you might be involved in. Any sin, He has the capacity to cover. Any calling, He has the capacity to equip. It's all about His grace and just His closeness and what He paid on the cross for each one of us. So I would say start off with How Can It Be? It's kind of the foundational truth element, the gospel in a song.
Definitely one of my personal favorites too.
Oh, thanks.
And with your Deluxe album, how did the whole Deluxe album idea come about, and how did you remaster and re-record some of those?
Oh yeah, so we have songs that don't make the main record. We write a lot of songs, and there are some that we wrote that were special, but they didn't make the cut of the main record. So we were like, well, we should do a deluxe edition and add those on there because of all of those who are waiting for more content, who caught wind of the record when it first came out, but they're waiting for new music while I'm in this kind of writing, exploratory season, So we were like, well, let's get more content out to those people that have been waiting, and also get a chance for those songs that will have never been heard to kind of breathe into the world a little bit. So that's kind of how the Deluxe Edition came about. And 2 songs that we added are Wordless and Now Is Forever. And then we also did some acoustic versions of songs that are on the main record, just because we've been on the road with them for about a year and a half now, and we've had some time to live with them, so we kind of got creative and made something new.
Have you gotten the chance to perform the acoustic songs or the 2 new ones?
Yeah, I have. Okay. We just had the Kayla Fan Awards last weekend, 5 days ago, and so I got the chance to do kind of a rendition of first acoustic, and then as the song built, we went into the main one that everybody hears on the radio.
And how did the whole Switchfoot collab come about?
Oh my gosh,
that was insane!
Amazing.
So amazing.
I was freaking out about that. So Switchfoot contacted well, their management contacted my management, and they just said that John Foreman's wife, actually, I guess, I don't know if she heard me on the radio or they were listening to my record. I don't know how it came about, but she heard one of my songs, and she was like, wow, you should do something with this girl.
Yeah.
And I had met Drew, the guitar player, while I was out on tour with Chris Tomlin, and I met his sweet daughter, and they came back around and they were like, hey, would you like to do something? So John reached out and called me, and I said, oh yeah, that sounds like a dream. It was kind of crazy because I got new managers, and the first show that we saw together was the Switchfoot show, and I remember thinking, man, they do music the way I think about music, and the way we think of music the same way, that it's meant to be this not competitive thing, but this collaborative thing where we're able to like enjoy each other in this space of creativity, you know. And so it's supposed to be a freeing thing. So when I saw them on stage, how they emulated that, I was really intrigued and compelled to, you know, maybe someday I could do something with them. So when it all came to pass, I was freaking out. I was so excited.
Yeah, and then you did gaff tape on your dress. Did I hear that correctly?
Oh,
what
my
happened
gosh.
with that?
Okay, I'm a crazy. So, I'm like probably overly concerned about the dress stuff, you know?
Definitely.
Like, okay, I'm going to wear a dress on stage. I want to make sure that there's no way that anything media-wise, you know, people are taking pictures all over the place, that can get in the way of me moving forward, also known as dress faux pas, okay? Like, what if something happens and I don't know. So, to be cautious of that, right before I went up on stage, I was like, I don't know if this dress feels like it's like hiking up a little bit. Like, I'm gonna take gaff tape, which is like super strong, like
duct tape
kind of thing for stage things. I was like, I'm gonna take gaff tape and gaff it to my legs and like
Did it hurt?
gaff my dress to my legs.
Did it hurt ripping it off?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I had shaved my legs.
Okay.
So we were good on that regard, but as I walked out to sing, the dress came unsticked from the gaff, started moving up. And so I just had this chunk of gaff tape on my legs while I was singing first. Welcome to the world of Lauren. Yes. That's what it's like.
Such a good world, though.
Oh, yeah.
And besides the Caleb Awards, we have a Billboard Award.
Yeah.
You have the Dove Awards, and you're Grammy nominated.
Oh, my gosh.
What goes through your mind when you get all these amazing accolades from all these amazing industry professionals?
Well, I'll tell you, the day that it happens, it doesn't set in.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy because we go and do interviews right after, and I'm like, hi, I'm such a processor. So, like, I haven't even processed this yet. How do I contain my exuberance? Like, what does this look like? And it hits, like, now, about a week later, when I'm like, holy cow, that all just happened. It takes, like, a week for it to set in.
Definitely.
And when it does, I'm just so honored. I'm so grateful. Like the Billboard Awards are based off of pretty much like numbers of fans that bought your music or are listening to your music. The fan awards are built because the fans vote, you know? So when you see the interaction with the fans, it blows my mind. The Dove Awards, you know, Grammys, those are awards that are set into motion because the industry has their input. And so when you see the industry banding around you and like coming with you on the journey, it's so honoring. So I would say in regards to those awards, it's really sweet just to see the hand of God moving in my story, you know, and moving in all of the people that are supporting and collaborating with the journey. So it's really special. I'm just really grateful.
And can we expect new music soon? I know you're writing right now, right?
You can expect new music soon. I'm so excited. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it, but I'll just say when it's snowing outside in some places, when it's cold outside, maybe I'll just collaboratively say in the winter season, I hope I'm giving enough hints. Maybe sometimes when Jesus is born or something, when we celebrate that, you might have something coming out then.
Yeah. Okay.